And so I decided to go on Scribd to see if there was an audiobook version of the Quran. There is. And so I started listening straight off the bat, what I'm a fan of. There is no introduction. I even thought that I accidentally skipped over something because it gets straight to it. Like, there is no once upon a time. There is no in the beginning. There is none of that. It was like, all right, if you do this, then this happens. If you do this, like, it gets straight into it. And by the way, if you are Muslim, I hope I'm not being disrespectful. This is just my experience in reading the Quran for the first time. No, but can we talk about the Palestinian faith real quick? Because it's unlike anything I've ever seen. I have quite literally seen videos of people who have lost everything, even their children, and they are holding their dead children in their arms and still thanking God. Still asking God to take care of their children from there. Meanwhile, the people who claim to be of faith and are still backing this genocide could never. You're a bunch of lying. You're the same people who love to soak up the book of Job when you're in church. You love hearing that story. You feel so inspired by Job losing everything and still thanking God. Meanwhile, the Palestinians are literally a population of Jobs right now. The Palestinians are doing everything that was described Job doing in the Bible. Still thanking God, still maintaining steadfast in their faith, still being ironclad in their faith, and you're backing their genocide. But my faith, I'm loving. My faith is loving. Hang it up. Because you're a lying at this point. So earlier today, I made a video saying how impressed I was with Palestinian faith, because it just seems that Palestinians have this ironclad faith, even in the face of losing quite literally everything. And people were commenting underneath saying, well, yeah, girl, that's Islam. Have you read the Quran? You should probably read the Quran. And I have time. And I was also curious as to how, even in facing genocide, is Palestinian faith so strong? I'm on like chapter 4 of like 117, but I found some things very interesting. Like, first it said, oppression is worse than murder. And I was like, that's a word. And then it was saying, it was talking about divorce. And I didn't know divorce was allowed. Divorce is allowed in the Islamic religion, or Islam religion. And it was saying how if you're a woman and you get divorced, you have to wait 3 periods. I don't know how long a period is, but you have to wait 3 periods, and then you're okay to remarry, girl. Like, go find your husband. And it was saying if you're a dude and you divorce your wife and you haven't touched her yet, but you promised her a dowry, you still got to pay half that shit. I was like, feminism. And then there was a part in there that I was surprised about. I don't know why I thought it was going to be like the Christian religion where if somebody slaps you, you got to offer your other cheek and everything, because that always bothered me. Like, I'm like, if somebody slaps me, I should be able to slap them back. In the Quran, it says if somebody fights you, you fight them back. You, like, if whatever they do to you, you do to them. And I was like, absolutely. Let me tell y'all something. The majority of the responses I've received on previous videos where I'm just sharing what I've enjoyed so far about reading the Quran have been overwhelmingly positive and loving and welcoming. But some responses I've received are just so hateful and weird from non-Muslim people telling me that I should not be spreading Islam, that it's harmful, that it's a dangerous religion, etc., etc., etc. Let me tell you something. I am not spreading anything. I am learning about a religion that over 2 billion people in this world practice. I am learning about my fellow human beings, and there is nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, I would encourage you to open your mind just a little bit and try to do the same. You do not have to be Muslim. You do not have to convert. You do not have to do any of that in order to want to understand and become closer to your fellow human beings.